eggs today. There's so many different things that you can do with eggs, and one of my favorite things, just simple deviled eggs. I just think, you know, they're just so yummy. They're wonderful. And when's the last time you made them? Well, we've got a great recipe. Mark Vaccaro from the Oshkosh Country Club is going to show us how he does his deviled eggs. And Mark, we were talking earlier about, first things first, boiling those eggs, not getting that gray. Why does that happen?
Well, the science behind it, I guess, to get technical on you, is there's a lot of iron content that's in the yolk.
Okay.
And then the whites have a lot of sulfur content into it. So when it's under a high heat or it cooks for a longer time or you overcook it, then it actually starts to get that gray. You know, so the key is to not overcook it, to not overboil it, and that's why we just bring it up to a boil, and then we take it off and we let it sit for the 13 minutes, and then get it out of the heat, and then cool it down as fast as they can.
And we're also, sometimes you'll do it and it looks great, and then it comes to peeling them, and they're just, oh, you've all had that, where you're peeling an egg, and it's just, you lose half the egg, and it just, how do you prevent that?
Well, we lose half the mine. We do things in volume. So when you have to peel 200 eggs, you know, we learn quickly, okay, why is this happening? Why is this a pain in the butt this time and it really works next time? So
right.
we did this, you know, we researched it and we asked a lot of, you know, the egg producer, and they said, you know, it's because the egg is super fresh. That's what makes it hard to peel. So if you use farm fresh eggs that, you know, are 1 or 2 days old, then the shell is going to stick to
Got it. Those might make a great omelet or great scrambled eggs, but best to use those eggs that have been in the refrigerator for a week or so.
Yeah,
to make
about
your
10 days,
okay.
and then do it, and it'll peel a lot easier.
We're not talking old. People think old eggs. No, we're just talking, you know, not these super duper fresh eggs. All right, deviled eggs. So, and by the way, I have to give credit to Mark because it was really his method, the 13-minute on the side, then into that ice bath water, and then peeled perfectly, and they were just beautifully yellowed. Tell me what goes all into your deviled eggs.
So what we're going to do is we're just going to do a traditional, simplified Southern deviled egg. Okay,
not too fancy.
We took the fancy right out of it, and in a country club we always have a lot of the ingredients. We're going to use sweet pickle relish. We're going to use just plain yellow mustard. We're going to use some mayonnaise and some hard-boiled eggs, and we just mix it up and ready to go. You have a very simple
is best.
Absolutely.
I bet, you know, I do find that whenever I make these for a party, a barbecue, whatever, they get gobbled up. There are no leftovers, you know?
They go fast. They go fast. We put them out for buffets or whatnot. They're one of the first things that we run out of, and they go quick.
People love them, and they're really inexpensive. So, all right, so these are perfect. I'll get to slicing these, and about how many eggs are we using for this recipe?
This recipe is going to call for 6 eggs.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and slice the egg in half, and we're going to go ahead and take the yolks.
Right in there?
Right in there.
Okay. Now, I think the key, though, because deviled eggs are so simple, you want them to look pretty. And so we're going to, and that's the one thing I'm never any good at, Mark, is piping them in there. I always have problems with that. So you're going to show us how to do it perfectly?
We have a simple method where we're going to use an actual little pastry bag.
Okay.
You know, it helps keep very neat because I am that person that if I try to use a spoon or whatnot, I need to stay very neat in the lines.
Exactly. All right. So if a little bit of yolk is in there, that's
fine because we're going to cover it up.
Okay.
You know, we're basically going to cover it up.
All right. So we got our yolks and our eggs.
So we got our yolks in there.
Okay.
And then we're going to add some sweet pickle relish.
Okay. Or dill. Is dill okay? I'm a dill. Some people like sweet, some people like dill. Everyone's
different. In the South they like the pickle relish, and up north they like the dill.
Yep.
Okay. We're going to go ahead and add some just yellow salad mustard. You can use Dijon if you want to give it that little kick.
Okay.
And then we're going to have about a 1/4 cup of mayonnaise.
Okay. And this is where you do want to go a little heavy on the mayonnaise because you want it to be real smooth.
You want it to be smooth.
Okay.
Exactly. Okay. And then when I work with mayonnaise, I normally will mix everything together first before I add any type of seasoning because mayonnaise is naturally salty by nature.
Good point.
So what we're going to go ahead and do is just...
And just use a fork, huh?
Just use a fork.
No electric mixer or anything like that?
You can. You know, we're doing things. We do large batches, we'll use an electric mixer.
Okay.
But since we're doing a small batch...
And because there's so much mayonnaise in there, it really just makes it nice and creamy. And what do you think? A little touch of salt and pepper?
Little touch of salt and pepper in there.
And everybody's using kosher salt these days, and you know, if you haven't tried it or sea salt, try it. It really works nicely. Beautiful.
Okay. Yeah, we do it Southern style, and we like it eclectic. So if there's a little chunk, that's great. That gives texture.
Rustic, as they say.
Rustic.
I love
exactly.
that word. Rustic.
Yeah, it gives it that nice home style.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if I can get your assistance, then what we're going to do is take that mixture. We're going to put it right in our pastry bag.
Okay. And what kind of a tip do we have on that pastry bag?
On the pastry bag, we went ahead and put just a little star tip on there.
Okay.
Okay. And our mixture might be a little bit loose for it to hold and show that form.
But it'll refrigerate and set up. And these deviled eggs make ahead, right? Get them out of the way.
Make them ahead, put them in the refrigerator. They set up very nicely.
All right, I'll let you get to work.
Okay. All right, and then very simple, we're going to go ahead and
Go for it.
arrange these on our platter. I love your platters and some funky designs.
Don't we have some fun stuff? Yeah, it's from a great store in Appleton, No Worries Home Boutique. They have some funky, fun stuff. Okay. Look at how pretty.
In the kitchen, I'm very lucky to have staff that have very steady hands.
We're going to finish these up and put a couple finishing touches on top to make them really pretty. Recipes on our website. We'll be right back.